I do have to log on to DraftKings because I gotta put bets in as we go. If you wanna if you want a college basketball bet for tonight, it's my biggest bet of the night. It's Southern Illinois. You could take the points and the money line. They're a pretty big underdog tonight. I think they win outright. And I also got a pretty big NBA prop play as well, Banana. It's I'll send it to you if you want to bet it.
Yeah, send me that team again. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah. So here I'll send you my VIP card. It's I only got two VIP plays tonight, but they're pretty heavy unit sizes, so and the guy, the NBA prop, he plays for the Hornets. I'm about to send it to you now. All right, we should be live. I can't see because I'm on the screen. There, I just sent it to you, Banana. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Plug Talk. We got Banana with us. So we're gonna be hitting the. We're gonna. Why does it look like there's something on my head? Is that just me? Bro, it looks like there's something on my head, bro. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, what the fuck is that? All right, so welcome to the welcome to the NHL edition. I got Bet on Banana with me, fucking goat. To talk this hockey slate. We got a pretty big hockey slate. We started at 5:30, so we can make sure we get it done in a reasonable amount of time before the first puck drop, which I think we're going to be fine. So we do have a pretty big hockey card, but it's nothing terrible, nothing me and Banana can't handle. I think it's a pretty good hockey card. Matter of fact, looking at it, I like it. Looks like there's a lot of games that we could probably have some good props in tonight. Um, so Banana, how's everything been, man? How you been doing and everything?
The NHL's been treating us really well lately. Honestly, just trying to build up a little bit of bankroll for Christmas here, man. Trying to get
Sure.
the presents under the tree, right? So it's
Yep.
December, it's crunch time. I've been writing a few articles too now.
I
So
seen that, bro. I seen
um,
that.
definitely before we get started, I want to promote that a little bit. You can go check that out at Bet Sport Media. It's right on my page. I do write ups every few days. I'll actually have a write up on NHL rookies coming up soon too. So stay tuned for that kind of stuff. It's a good way to just kind of get some insight on the teams, a little bit of a deeper dive than what your analysts are going to give you nowadays with all these sports betting lines and odds being displayed on your screen. Sometimes you just want the bare bone facts. So definitely check that out. But NHL's been great, man. We're actually 6 for 6 in our last 2 days.
Dude,
So
good shit, man.
it's been good. Sticking to a little bit of a lighter system this year, not really going on all out on like 3 unit plays or 2 unit plays, just keeping things to like 1 unit or lower. So, yeah, man, it's been good.
Love to hear it, man. Yeah, I had to take a back seat on the NHL lately. I miss it, man. I really do. I miss betting my anytime goal scorers, my assist props. I miss talking NHL. It's just college basketball has to take the front seat. Like you said, it's December. It's crunch time. And I I'm good at NHL, but man, college basketball is hands down my bread and butter. And there's just so much going on there. I had to kind of take the back seat on the NHL slate. But don't mean I don't enjoy it still. And I miss it, man. I miss talking it. I miss betting it. So I figured we had a really good night last night. So I was like, you know what? We're going to get our feet wet today. So there ain't no one better than to talk to Slate with than you. So this is kind of perfect, man, to get myself back into the slate a little bit. And it's a big one too. So I'm excited about it. Um, all right, let's just jump right into it then, man. We ain't gonna waste any more time. Let's get right into it. Um, we got Tim in the building. Tim, what's up, man? Uh, yeah, man. We got to get you on the show sometime soon, Tim. For real. You don't have to be on camera, bro. I don't think anyone. I ain't gonna say it. I don't think anyone wants to see you on camera anyway. Just kidding, man. All right, let's get started, man. Banana, we got the Kraken and the Hurricanes. We got the Kraken coming in. They are a plus 240, man. Hurricanes are at home here at a minus 240. I mean 298. I'm sorry, at a minus 298 here. It does look like. Let me see who they're going to be bringing out. It looks like likely. We don't have no one confirmed yet. Are you kidding me? It looks like Kuchikov might be confirmed here, likely. But you got Joey Decord unconfirmed on the other side. I mean, the price is a little hefty, Banana, for the Canes. I mean, obviously, clearly, I gotta say they are the better team, hands down. Um, I mean, I guess I could take a shot with the Canes here in regulation. I wish I knew who was starting in the net. I guess it doesn't much matter. I mean, it does look like I'm looking here. The Carolina Hurricanes, it looks like they've been a little shaky, man. Over the last week, they've given up a shit ton of goals. They gave up 12 goals in their last two games. But they are back home. We know the Hurricanes, hands down, play their best fucking hockey at home. The Kraken, they haven't been a great road team this year. We know they're decent last year on the road. Canes, man, they are the better team. They won five of their last six games against the Kraken. They absolutely own them. Give me the Canes, man, for a bounce back in this one. I think their defense steps up a little more here at home, and hopefully we do get Kuchikov in net, man. Because I'll be comfortable with that. So give me the Canes here, Banana. I'm gonna take them in regulation, man.
Yeah, the Canes, you were kind of touching on this about them letting in a lot of goals and been shaky lately. It's because Spencer Martin's been the goalie for them.
Yep.
And Kochekov and Joey Decord will be the goalies tonight. I have a pretty much like a 99% confidence that these two will be in the net.
All right,
Um,
cool.
Kochetkov was dealing with a little bit of like a concussion injury that wasn't deemed too serious, I guess, because he is coming back already. So I thought he was going to be out a little bit longer, and thank God he's coming back because this team has really struggled. I mean, look at their last game; they lost 6-0 to the Florida Panthers that they beat the night prior. So you got to be careful. Help is on the way here with Kochetkov, so that's like the big like indicator of this game and this price. The team total over 2.5 has hit 7 of the last 9 times for the Carolina Hurricanes, and they've been really targeting this 3.5 mark as well. Just a few shaky games in between, one where they had two and one where they obviously got shut out. But again, to a little bit of like stats with this team, the over 1.5 in the first period has hit 8 of the last 9 home games for them. So they bring the heat when they're playing on home ice. They're a way better team on home ice too this year. For Seattle, Chandler Stevenson will be out tonight. He's dealing with an injury. And Joey Decord, like I mentioned, will be in net. This team always seems to have a little bit more of a chance when he's in net. He's posting a .912 save percentage and a 2.56 goals against. Um, far superior than his backup there with Grubauer. He's been just god awful this year. So when you see Grubauer in net, don't bet the Kraken. When you see Joey, there's a chance.
Yep. I absolutely agree with you. Um,
That's
so
all I got for this one.
I do I mean I definitely agree with you. I'm glad you kind of filled me in on why they've been giving up goals. Like I said, uh, I'm glad you told me also that Kuchikov will be in net. That makes me feel a lot more comfortable about backing the Canes. Um, I do think if you think that the Canes are going to put up goals in this game, which I kind of do as well. Um, I know. It doesn't look like Sheveknikov has been really doing too much. It looks like he hasn't grabbed an assist in a little while. But that's actually who I want to go to here. I actually want to look at him, man. I want to look at him for an assist tonight. I think if we're going to see goals, I think Andre's probably going to be facilitating the puck a little bit. I know Jarvis is probably the better look here, or even Nekis, but Something's telling me to hit Shevchnikov tonight, so that's where I'm going to go in this one, Banana. You got any props?
Uh, I mean, it's hard to ignore Martin Necas and what he's doing this year. I think you could target him on the power play as well.
What did you say? Natchez? Is that
Yeah,
really how you pronounce it?
Martin Necas.
Martin Natchez? I thought it was Nekis. Natchez. All right, I want to remember that. Doesn't mean I'm going to say it, but all right. I could hear their names 100 times, man. I'll still pronounce them how I say it. I'm so bad with it. All right, let's keep it moving, man. I think that's a pretty decent game to start our night. But we got a lot of 7 o'clock games, man. All right, so we got the Sharks and the Capitals next. We got the Sharks at a plus 240. We got the Capitals at a minus 298. We got a total of 6.5 here. Highly favored to the under in this one at a minus 120. Looks like we are going to be getting Blackwood and Logan Thompson tonight in net. So obviously Mackenzie Blackwood for the Sharks and Thompson for the Capitals. Um, I like this Capitals team. I'll tell you guys right now, there's one play that I am always going to go to when the Capitals come out. And you guys should know this by now. I say it all the time. Dylan Strome, man, you got to look. They're at home here. Not saying necessarily my pick is on the Capitals here, but there's always one bet that I know is always at a decent price. And it more times than none is going to hit. And that is Dylan Strome for an assist. It's at a minus 148 tonight. We are paying for it, but I feel really comfortable about it. I love taking this play. It cashes you out more times than it don't. So I'll just start off by saying that. Now, when it comes to the Capitals, they play their best hockey at home, 8-4-1, where the Sharks 3-7-4 on the road. The Sharks have won 3 of their last 4 games, and I have to say, from these numbers, it looks like their offense has been looking kind of alive here. Washington, they've been able to put some wins together too, man. They're playing good hockey. It looks like they have 4 wins, but the last 3 have been all 1 goal games. And if the Sharks are putting in goals and they're playing competitive hockey right now, and we're getting this kind of price with the Sharks at a plus 1.5, I don't know how we pass that up. You're getting a minus 110 with a goal and a half with the Sharks right now. I'm leaning that way, Banana, but my favorite play is Dylan Strome for the assist.
For me in this one, it's just going to be, um, it's kind of tough to go against Washington right now. They're really even scoring without Ovechkin. Obviously, I want to mention too that Ovechkin was on the ice today. So he's going to be back probably sooner than we expect. But um, besides the point, what do I have for this game? Hold on, my bad. So yeah, Washington. You know, I feel like this is a game where they could maybe lay off the gas pedal a little bit. Obviously, you see this one coming up on the schedule, and they've been playing so well. I kind of feel like they're ready for like a slump. But I mean, it's kind of a hard game betting wise because like you're just not really getting a great price on either side. I mean, if you want to play Washington, even in regulation, like you're still paying a premium of minus 150. And I feel like it's there just to get people to play it. Like I feel like the Sharks are going to show up tonight. I feel like they're going to give us a game. So I actually want to target the over in this game. If you want to pay a premium, I wouldn't be paying it on Washington. I'd probably be paying it on this over 5.5 line at minus 150. Um, it's kind of like the last point where I'll make a play at this line, but I feel like if the Sharks just get on the board maybe once or twice, you should be good. The Capitals should come through and score. Um, Logan Thompson has been really good, but I feel like he's kind of been getting like the weaker end of the starts for this team. That's why he is playing tonight. But I mean, there's no way in hell I can back Mackenzie Blackwood. I mean, this guy's god awful. He's got a 3.06 goals against and a .904 save percentage, and he's 5-8 on the season. I mean, it's a little bit better than when he was playing in New Jersey, but Um, I still don't really believe in this guy, so it's hard to, back a plus 200 when you don't really trust the goalie. So that's where I'll leave this game. It's just kind of a tough one. It's a gross one. Um, Maybe this is like a game where you kind of keep your eye on it live.
I love the over. I think you're absolutely on point here. So I got Verena is actually standing out to me here for the Capitals. Uh, or I don't know if I'm spelling his name right or saying his name right. Vrana.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's scored at least one goal in four of his last five games against the Sharks. I mean, I love looking at head to head trends in any sport, but I love it even more in hockey. I love head to head trends in hockey, man, especially when it comes to players. Anything over that three mark always sparks my interest, and I've had a lot of success with it. So that does stick out to me a little bit. Obviously, Jake Wallman has made a name for himself. I like this guy, man. I really do, bro. He plays tough. He's made a name for himself so far. I like him a lot. So Jake Wallman, look at him tonight. Uh, both these he plays for the Sharks. So I would look for him tonight for a point. And obviously, it's hard not to talk about Eklund either. This guy has been a menace all year long. So I definitely think the Sharks team, man, they have a decent roster, bro. I just don't know why they can't quite get it together. All right. Let's move on. We got the Red Wings and the Bruins, Banana. We got the Red Wings and the Bruins.
yeah.
Yeah, this is a tougher one, man. You got the Red Wings coming in at a plus 145. The Bruins are at home. We're in Boston at a minus 175, and we got a total of six here. It is slightly favored to the over. Let me see who we have in net real quick. It does look like we are going to be looking at. Looks like Huso got is confirmed tonight for the Red Wings, and Corpusalo is confirmed for the Bruins. Okay. So I mean, I like the goalie matchup here, man. I don't know, man. Do I haven't been paying attention to the Bruins, man. I know the Red Wings haven't been much. I know the Red Wings offense has not been anything like it has been before. The Bruins I'm not too sure of. But from what I'm seeing here, man, I like the Bruins here. I do think the Bruins are probably the way to go. The price worries me a little bit, but I know the Bruins have not been the team that we know them to be in the past. Red Wings are struggling. I know that for a fact. Like I said, I know their offense is not good this year. I know they've been struggling. Um, it does look like the Bruins offense showed up against the Canadians last game, got a 6-3 win. Um, but it looks like they're only averaging not even three goals a game. I don't know, Banana. I'm lost on this one, man. Help me out here. What do you got?
You got two really bad teams playing each other who hate to score and love to give up goals. Um, but I do think that these two teams, it's one of those games, I said this all the time last year. You got two teams that just kind of balance each other out. Like, this is going to be a close game just because of how similar the styles are of play. So, um, but God, like, is Boston really laying a minus 167 or like minus 180 price? Like, I see this up to like minus 185 on some books, like minus 190. Like, come on, you can't pay that price with Boston right now. They couldn't even score two goals against Pittsburgh last game. So, and I was a part of that. I had the Boston team total over 1.5 as a parlay piece with like a bunch of other teams, and Boston scored in the first minute, didn't show up the rest of the game. So be careful backing this team. Um, they're under a new coach right now as well. I mean, the Red Wings, if they lose this game, they might even fire their coach. There's been talk of Lalonde getting the boot soon. So, I mean, we're looking at a team right now with the Red Wings sitting with a dead last penalty kill percentage. I've been talking about this for so long, and I've been to their games too, and I've seen this. I've seen this with my own eyes in person. Their penalty kill is 65.2%. You might as well just give the other team a goal. You
Don't
might as
even
well.
play it out. Take the goal.
Exactly. Just save the time on the clock. They're that bad. Their shots per games played is 31st, second last in the league. Their goal differential minus 13. That's 24th in the NHL. The goals that they've scored this year, only 63 in 24 games. That's 27th in the league. So, I mean, the stats just kind of say them for themselves, like how bad this team is. And then you go look at the other side, and you got the Bruins who are doing the exact same thing. They
Yep.
are 32nd in their power play percentage. So at 11.7%. So they might as well just not even take a power play. And their PK is at 78.5%. That's 20th in the league. So, and their shots per game 27.54. So like two more than Detroit. So, I mean, this game could be an absolute snooze fest. If this game ends up being like 8-5, I will be very shocked.
It sounds like an under.
It sounds like an under, but it's so bad you don't even want to bet it. Stay
Yeah,
away from this game. Save your money. I've talked way too much about these two teams. Take the draw. Maybe just take the draw.
I like it. I mean, to put it in a little perspective here for all the stats that Banana was just putting out, to put it like to wrap it up and put it in perspective, the Bruins, their offense is ranked 30th in the league overall, and their defense is ranked 17th in the league overall. Where the Red Wings, their offense is not much better. Their offense is ranked, let me see here. Okay, their offense is ranked 25th in the league, where their defense is ranked 23rd in the league. So, just to put all that into a little bit of perspective here, yeah, dude, these teams are way worse than I thought. All right, I'm gonna lean the under in this one, Banana. I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Not bet it, but I'm gonna say that's what we're gonna give here. I think we shouldn't bet this game. I agree, but for sake of a pick, I like the under.
I'm not promoting an under 5.5 at plus 110 for the sole fact that I could see one of these teams winning 3-1 at the end of the game, and then the team that's up 3-1 fucking gives up two
Two
goals.
goals.
Yeah. So
I
just
believe
be
it.
very, very fucking careful with this game. I'm like I'm still sitting here like wondering like if the draw was even worth my money. Like I got the draw at plus 366,
I mean, it could happen, bro.
and like
I mean,
that's the only thing I could like play, like, and I feel like it's just a donation at the end of the day, but
I
whatever.
think you hit it on. I think you hit the nail on the head when you said, "Are we really laying this price with the Bruins?" I mean, you hit it right on the head right there. I mean, the value is on the other side. This is a coin flip game, man. I mean, it is. This is a coin flip game at a ridiculous price. So the value is on the Red Wings.
Hold on, I want to see the Red Wings road record. Actually, here I'm switching my play for this game just for you guys. I kind of like the Red Wings double chance. So if it goes to overtime, you win, or if the Red Wings win, you're fine. It's minus 110. It was plus 100 this morning, but the Red Wings are 5-5-1 on the road. And that's against teams like the Rangers, Toronto. Never mind. This road schedule has been like easy for them. So, but I still don't mind that play.
Yeah, I don't mind that one either.
That
That's
way
not
you can kind
terrible.
of kind of bank on two things. If you think it's gonna go to draw, maybe midway through, maybe say Red Wings go up like early. You could maybe take the draw at a better price, but I still like it at plus 366, and I like the Red Wings slash the draw just because of their road record.
All right. All right, let's just leave it at that.
Fuck this game. Let's move
Yeah,
on.
tough game, man. Tough game.
Gross game. Don't bet it.
Yep, I agree. All right, let's go to a little bit of a decent, better game here, man. We got the Panthers. We got the Panthers taking on the Penguins. We got the Panthers taking on the Penguins. We're probably going to be getting Spencer Knight tonight. Yep. So we got Spencer Knight, And oh, we got Jerry tonight. So Panthers are coming in at a minus 180, and the Penguins are at a plus 150. Penguins, we are in Pittsburgh, by the way. So you're getting Pittsburgh at a pretty big home dog here. You got a total of 6.5 in this one. Man, I think the Panthers spanked the Penguins tonight, bro. I like the Panthers a lot. I think that we do got to find a way, obviously, to bring down this juice a little bit. So obviously, either regulation, team total, or the puck line for me here. The Panthers have played some of their best hockey on the road. They're absolute road warriors. I mean, 7 of their wins this season have come on the road. By the way, this team is what, Banana? They are 15-9-1. So 7 of their wins have come on the road, man. They play good hockey on the road. They've won 4 straight games against the Penguins. The head-to-head numbers are ridiculous. It's the first thing I look at is head-to-head. The Panthers have won the last 4 games, 4 straight, and many of those games were not competitive at all. Meaning the Panthers blew them out. When the Panthers play to their full potential, it's not even a competition, man. This team is good, bro. I still believe that this is one of the best teams in the NHL right now. Uh, you know, I like the Panthers here a lot, Banana. I think this is more of one of the clear cut games on the board for me personally.
Yeah, so I kind of agree with you. I think everyone's kind of in the same boat, which scares me a little bit because the public
Right.
will be heavy on this game. They'll probably be heavy on the Panthers in regulation here. It's my guess.
Yeah.
You're getting a minus one, like 12 price kind of thing. So, I mean, but this is a team that, in their last 4 games against the Penguins, they've won 4 of them, and they've scored 4+ in 2 of those games. Um, I do have to mention no Bobrovsky tonight. Not even with the team. He is expecting his child to be born today, so
Oh no
he's
shit.
he's stuck around in Florida. Maybe the team kind of rallies around that. Maybe wants to play for him, kind of thing. Give him a win while he's not with the team. Make sure that he can watch the game from the hospital, kind of thing, and cheer them on. Right, he'll be watching. So, but yeah, Jari is also starting here, and he was pretty good. I'd say his best game was his last start. So he was a full fade piece before that. But I mean, this is a team that has figured out a way to get 3 wins in a row. But here's where I'm going to kind of cut this off. Those wins were against a Vancouver Canucks team on the road with Seelovs in net, who's been really struggling to find his game. Against the Boston team, who we just talked about. I'm not talking about Boston anymore. And the Calgary team that struggled on this road trip that they recently just had, that we'll get to when we get to that game. Um, they beat them. So, uh, I mean, 3 wins, but I mean, they're more like 3 wins.
Yeah.
So
It
I'm
ain't
just like,
much to brag about.
yeah, I'm just gonna kind of stick with my guns here. I think Florida's the better team, so I think you could maybe parlay this with like something like a Barkov or someone like a Sam Reinhart point. Like that could be just a nice little 2 leg
I
same
love
game
it.
parlay. So definitely, if your book has the option to do that, take a look into what you can do to bring the juice down, like you said.
Yo, I love it, man. I think you're right on the money there. Panthers money line, maybe get a little Matthew to Chuck action in there. Um, it looks like he has hit at least 1 point. Well, not even a point, 1 assist in his last 6 road games against the Penguins. So maybe you guys might want to look into a little Matthew Chuck action, man. That's probably a good look there. It looks like Crosby, man. Looks like he shows up against the Panthers. Head-to-head stats here are coming in. Crosby, he has scored at least 1 goal in 8 of his last 10 home games against the Panthers. So Sidney Crosby, man, looks like he pops out when the Panthers come to town. So maybe look for a little Crosby action tonight, Matthew Tkachuk. And I think the Panthers are the right side here as well, Banana. So I'm definitely going to be looking that way, man. I think you hit it right on the nose. I think probably the best bet is Panthers money line, and you find a way to, same game it or even parlay them with another team. Just some way to bring that money line down. But I definitely agree. All right. And we also know now, you said that, Barkov is, or no, who'd you say? Did you say Barkov or,
No, Bobrovsky.
oh,
He's
Bob. All
yeah,
right. So you said, well, look for him to stand on his head when he gets back, especially with having a kid born.
true.
Normally they come back, any player comes back and has a really solid game when they come back from having a kid born. So I believe you're the one who told me that about hockey.
Yeah, look at
All
Frank
right,
Petrano.
right. There's been a couple of them, man. All right, we got the Avalanche and the Sabres next. So we got the Avalanche at a -162. We got the Sabres at a +136. We got a total of 6.5 here. Highly favored to the under at a -118. Um, Let me see who we got coming out tonight. So it does look like we have Georgiev is confirmed banana. But it looks like Lukanen is likely to show out tonight, but it just says likely. I'm not sure if he is or not. Um, you know, this is a tougher game, and I'm only saying that because of the price. The price is telling me, honestly, guys, that this is a saber spot. I want to go with the Avalanche here. I really do. I think the Avalanche is probably the right way. But Colorado could also be they're struggling. They dropped three of their last four games. They are giving up a shit ton of goals right now. Um, I mean, it ain't like the Sabres are in much better form. So I guess it makes a little sense why we're getting such a good price with the Avalanche. I mean, Buffalo's on a three-game losing streak as well. They've also been shut out in two of those games where they have not scored a single goal. So they've been shut out in two of those three losses. They are 6-1 at home this year. It's not like they're a great home team where the Avalanche are 6-5 on the road. I mean, dude, it looks like Colorado is the play here, man. We're getting a really good price with them, but I almost feel like it's too good. I don't know, Banana. How you feeling about this one, man?
Yeah, first thing I gotta talk about with Colorado here is definitely the injury report. Looks like Ross Colton, back out. He was placed on long-term injury reserve Monday, so he'll be out for a while. Oliver Killington still out. Josh Manson still out. Miles Wood, considered month to month right now. Jonathan Duran is out. So here we go again with the
Sounds like an
Avalanche.
NBA injury list, man.
Pretty much. So yeah, this is, again, same old story we've seen with this Avs team, battling through injuries. Obviously the big guns are still there with McKinnon and the Mika Moose, but um, they're going to be looking, and Kale McCarr will be looking to do something tonight too. But I think this is maybe one of those nights where we target not really the game. Usually I'm targeting the game. I think we target some player props in this one.
Love it.
I think this is going to be an Avalanche same game parlay spot. I still think they're going to find a way to beat the Sabres defense, especially on the power play. If they get any kind of power play time tonight, I think the opportunity to get a point from guys like McCarr, Ronsonen, or McKinnon will be through the roof. So those will be the three guys that I'll probably target tonight. Um, it's just kind of like it's kind of a given when you see all these guys out. It's the big guns. They're gonna want to step up and show and prove their worth. They're gonna be like This is the reason why we make so many more millions than you guys, right? Arturi Lehkonen will be on the top line with McKinnon and Ronson tonight. I think that's another good one to target. And we also still have Big Val, right? Val Nichushkin's back. We haven't really talked about him lately, so he might be more of a valued option tonight on the second line right wing because he still gets first unit power play time. So the first unit power plays Middlestat, Rantanen, Nikushkin, McKinnon, Makar. Those will be the five guys. Minus Middlestat. I'm not really a huge fan of him. Um, those would
He's a
be the
good
guys I target.
facilitator.
Yeah, I'd target Arturi Lehkonen over Middlestat tonight.
Middlestat, I agree. Um, I
But
mean,
those
you
will be the
brought up
guys.
Yeah, you brought up my guy. I mean, dude, it's the moose is loose, bro. I'm rocking with Randon, bro. I mean, looking at head to head here against him against the Sabers, I mean, his numbers stand out way more than anyone else on this team. I mean, Makar is the runner up for a point, but man, Miko Rantanen, bro, he has scored a goal in 7 of his last 8 games against the Sabers. Uh, I mean, bro, he's the one that's standing out to me here. I like Rantanen tonight, for an anytime goal. Now, like I said, Makar is the runner up. You can grab his assist. I just don't like the price. It's at a minus 142, which is fair because I could definitely see Kale Makar ending with an assist tonight. He's recorded at least one assist in 5 of the Avalanche last 6 games against the Sabres. So I like that one as well, but I love the price for a Rantanen Gold tonight at a plus 120. You could probably get that a lot better price somewhere else, so make sure you line shop. I'm talking DraftKings, but I definitely like. I actually wrote it down. I'm betting Rantanen tonight for an anytime goal. I like it. Banana didn't have to say too much to get me in on that one,
And
but I
then
definitely like it.
I will mention too, this is a Buffalo team that since arriving from the West Coast has gone 0-3.
Yep,
So
and they
ma-
can't score.
exactly. So just something I noticed with this game as well. Seems like they kind of left their legs back in the West.
Yep, you got shut. They got shut out twice on this road trip, bro. All right. Let's see what we got next. We got Thailanders taking on the Habs. So we got the Islanders coming in at a minus 135. Good price for the Islanders tonight. You got the Canadians at home at a plus 114. We got a total of 5.5 here. Pretty low total, but I get it. At a minus 115, I would still like to know who's in net for this game. Looks like we are going to be looking at Montembolt. That's great. And then we got Sorokin on the other side for the Islanders. Not loving not loving that. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not a huge fan of Montembolt, but I'm also not a huge fan of either one of these teams. This line did open up at a minus 145 in favor of the Islanders, so we definitely see movement coming in on the Canadians here. I still think the Islanders are the right move here. I think Sorokin is the better goalie. The Canadians, they are only 5-5-2 at home this year. They have lost 4 of their last 5 games. They've given up 4 goals in all of them losses. I don't like how the Islanders are. Like, I don't like how this team plays, because you really don't know how they're going to show up. So it makes it a very hard team to try to bet. But I'll tell you right now, man, one thing we know, the Canadians' defense is not going to show up. So that always leaves it wide open for any team. So if I were to bank on the Islanders to have a good game and score against someone, it would be against this Montreal defense, and it would be against Montembolt. So I'm gonna stick with the Islanders here. I think we're getting a really good price, man. They did snap their losing streak against Buffalo their last time out, so they're off the schneid now. I mean, bro, I'm rocking with the Islanders here, man. I like Noah Dobson as well. Let me buy some stock into Noah Dobson tonight. I don't know where his assist is priced, but that's where I'm going to go here. So I'm going to take the minus 135 with the Islanders, Banana.
Yeah, this is the first game that we disagree on. I just can't back this Islanders team. I don't know if this is just like my bias taking over, because never bet the Islanders. It's kind of made me a ton of money over the years, and I've always bet on their draws, and that's what's made me a lot of money over the years. So there's a couple writing points that I had for this. First one, Patrick Waugh said just the other day, quote for quote, "This is the team the GM gave me." How do you think that makes the players feel?
Right, dude? What the fuck?
And then he also is going to be back in Montreal tonight. This is where he's from. Obviously, Patrick Waugh is a French Canadian. Uh, big fandom ship over there for him. They love him over there. They think he's like literally a hockey god. So the building will be rocking tonight. People will be filling in the seats, even though this lackluster Montreal team has kind of been, uh, lackadaisical in their last few games. I still think that this is going to be one that they show up for. So having the home ice is a huge advantage. I think that they're kind of catching this team coming in at like a weird spot in their schedule. It, I think the Islanders have really been kind of they've been like an East Coast dominant team, but they haven't gone to Canada since their West Coast trip. So this will be their first time up in Montreal. So this will be a really good game, I think, tonight. Earlier on in the year, on October 19th, Montreal actually beat these guys. So, wait, did they beat them? My bad. No, sorry, the Islanders won that game in a shootout. So, I mean, that's technically a win for me because they went to a draw. So,
Right.
obviously sprinkle the draw with these guys. They're called the Thailanders for a reason. Caden Primo did play that game. Not really like the biggest fan of him. I'm more of a Montembeau guy, and he is confirmed tonight against who is expected Sorokin. So,
Sorokin, yeah.
and
Sorokin's actually confirmed,
okay,
from what I
okay,
got.
sweet.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. You're right. Montembeau is confirmed. Sorokin is not.
Yeah, and I mean, last game, Sorokin played against Buffalo on the 30th. He actually got a shutout. So, I mean, I'm expecting him to play tonight. There's no way they're gonna like rest the guy after posting a shutout against Buffalo. So, um, definitely more in favor of Montreal here tonight, just for the sole fact that like the Islanders just hate to score, and Montreal really fought against the Rangers the other day, came up so close and lost in the last like 7 seconds of that game. So I think that, they regrouped on the plane. They told themselves, hey, we're going to go back on home ice and we're going to win this one. So I'm going to back Montreal here tonight, just on the money line. And I also like the draw. This is also Patrick Laine's first game back. He's going to be in the lineup tonight. So like the morale is probably just through the roof with this team. I mean, it's a team that shouldn't really believe, but they're going to believe in themselves tonight. I know they've lost 4 of their last 5 games, but this first power play unit might get the job done back with Line A now. I mean, there just might be something here with this team tonight. And that's why we're seeing this price. Usually in this situation, we see like the Islanders laying a huge favorite that we all just kind of scratch our heads at. So I like Montreal here on the money line. I like them on the double chance more. It's a little bit of juice. It's minus 130, but we all know how this Islanders team rocks. Um, they like to bring this thing to extra time, so double chance kind of keeps you covered.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I mean, you bring stuff to the table that I just wouldn't know. Like about just the fact of it being in Montreal, and just the people, just looking at the game differently. I mean, there's a lot of points you hit on that I would have never known. So definitely got me looking at the game a bit
It's
differently now.
it's not a
And you
big
are
play.
absolutely right about the price.
Yeah, this
Huh?
is not a big play game. Like you don't want to put your units into this game. Like
Yeah.
this is a small game that like I do think that there's an angle here just with it being in Montreal, with it being against Patrick Waugh, with Montembeau and net, Sorokin coming off a shutout. It's almost too good to be true. Um, and the Montreal Canadiens coming up oh so short against the Rangers
Right.
last game. Like I just think that there's like as a hockey player myself, like there's no way in hell I want to lose the next game after losing in the last,
I
10,
agree.
15 seconds.
There's well, if the Canadians are going to get this done, there's one guy who obviously is going to be leading this team tonight. You got to be looking at Cole Caulfield, man.
Yep,
He's
100%.
at home tonight. Like, bro, you got to look at Cole Caulfield tonight.
He gives me like little like he gives me like might sound weird, but like giddy energy. Like he's gonna be giddy tonight. He's gonna be his smiles. He's
Right.
gonna be fun on the ice because his buddy Line is gonna be back. Everyone's gonna be happy. They're gonna be cracking jokes in the locker room. You got to remember, this is a very young team,
Yeah.
and like they're rebuilding right now, and like these are going to be the moments they remember, like losing against the Rangers in the last few seconds and then coming out with a great effort at home against Patrick Waugh and the Islanders. Like this just kind of makes sense.
I love it, man. I love it. I'm definitely going to be paying attention to this game now. I mean, you hit it right on the nose. You're calling out a pretty nice dog here, home dog at that. So, yeah, man, I'm going to be paying attention here, man. I like it. You definitely got me on the other side. All right, let's go to the Blues and the Jets, man. Next game on the board. We got a few more games after this, and then we'll get up out of here. So we got the Blues at a plus 190. We got the Jets. We are in Winnipeg. You got the Jets at a minus 230. We got a total of 5.5 here, slightly favored to the over. It's actually highly favored to the over at a minus 118. Let's see who we have in net tonight. It does look like we are going to be looking at. Actually, I don't have any goalies for this game.
For what
Banana, you
game,
got
sorry?
goalies for this?
What game?
The Blues and the Jets. I'm guessing Hellebuck. I don't know
Hellebuck
who.
and Hellebuck and Horfer.
Okay, so you got Horfer on the other side. All
Yeah.
right, so you guys know how I am with the Jets, man. I love the Jets. I mean, I really do, man. This is such a good team. Hellebuck is always going to be my favorite goalie. He has been for years. He's going to stay my favorite goalie. Uh, do I think we should pay this price against a Blues team? Not really. I kind of feel like there's value in the Blues. Does that mean I'm going to bet it? No. Um, but when you're playing a Jets offense, that the way it's been playing, it's kind of good that the Blues haven't been scoring many goals because the Blues are used to playing in low scoring games where the Jets are having serious issues scoring lately. And I think this is an underspot, Banana. Hellebuck in net. The Jets just are not scoring. We already know the Blues have trouble scoring anyway, especially with Hellebuck in net. I can't see the Blues putting up many goals at all. I mean, I like the under here, Banana. I think this is an under spot, man. I don't see the Blues really finding the back of the net here, man. I know Hellebuck has had his issues, but I mean he's still Hellebuck at the end of the day, and the Jets are at home, so I just can't pay this price. I can't pay this price for the Jets right now. That's my whole problem. I know they're the better team. I know they're at home. I know they got the better goalie in net. I just cannot pay this price right now for the Jets. I think the value is on the Blues, but I can't pull myself to pull the trigger on it. So I do think this is an under spot. I'm going to take the minus 102 on the under 5.5 here, Banana.
Um, yeah, I don't want to bet on a total in this game. This is a really weird game because it's weird. You're having a team. These are two opposite teams, is what I can say best. Basically, you have a team in the Blues that sucked at the start of the year, and now they fired their coach. They hired Jim Montgomery, the coach that used to coach for Boston. And since hiring him, they've been yet to lose in regulation. So, they could be 3-0 with the change tonight. Obviously, they had the loss in extra time there, but I mean, they're playing just way better under him. And then you have the Jets on the other side, who's kind of finally facing adversity here. They're 1-4 in their last five, still have an 18-7 record, which is crazy. But um, this is a team that's really kind of struggled, and the win that they got in that 1-4 stretch, I'd say they got outplayed by Minnesota, and it was just Connor Helbichuk that kept them in that game. So I do think that there is a little bit of a dog look here with the Blues. Um, I'm not saying that I particularly lean them, but I do think that they're going to get what they should get done tonight. Like I
Yep.
think the Jets will probably score a few. I think the Blues will probably score a few. That's why I don't really want to play an under in this game. Um, I don't love the over either, but there's definitely a few parlay pieces in this. I mean, the only person in the Jets offense that I can consistently take would be Kyle Connor. And then on the other side of things, there's actually a player that has a lot of value right now, and it's Zachary Bolduc. He used to play in the QMJHL. I used to watch him a lot when he was in his draft year. And this is a player that I think could really grow into something special for this Blues team. He kind of fits the right style that they've been pushing. And under Jim Montgomery, he's been just way better. He's been actually elevated in the lineup, getting more ice time now. So this is a guy that I think could potentially get you a goal tonight at like I don't even know the odds. It's like got to be like high 300s.
I'm looking right now for you, man. And you're calling him out for a goal tonight?
Yeah, I'm not. I haven't played it yet. There's still an hour, 40 minutes till puck drop, but
What'd you
I've been
say his
thinking
name
about
was
it.
again? Baron?
No, Zachary Bolduc.
Oh, well, Duke. That's what you said. Well, Duke. Bu- 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 I don't see him listed, Banana.
Trying to find him. I'm gonna check on Bet365.
Yeah, he's not on DraftKings. Bum ass DraftKings.
Bolduc. That's where I was looking to.
Yeah, I don't see him.
I think maybe his points probably the better play, but I don't know if they offer it. Let me just check.
I'll look.
No, they don't offer a point, of course,
No.
because they suck at doing that this year.
Yeah, they ain't got his point. Nothing. They ain't got his goal. Nothing. Figures. That just means he's going
They
to score
do no,
tonight.
they have his goal on Bet365 available.
Do they?
It's
What is the
plus
price
six.
at?
It's plus 650.
Oh my god. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
can't, I don't have it. I'm gonna have to go to best 365. Then I'm writing his name down now.
Yeah, I might sprinkle that now that I see it at plus 650 because I just gave you my odds of plus 300-ish. So at 50% lower than what I thought it was at.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right. I'm
I'm
gonna have to go
checking
to bet
I'm
365.
checking FanDuel right now. FanDuel usually has his best odds.
FanDuel always got good odds, man.
Just on the goal scorers.
Yep.
That's
Same with
plus
touchdown. Go ahead.
plus 750 on
See?
FanDuel. Why would I
Same
not?
goal
This is why
scores.
you line shop.
Yep. Goal scorers, touchdown scorers, home run hitters. When it comes to them type of props, bro, FanDuel is your absolute best book, man, to go to. Without a doubt, 100%, man. And I'm talking NFL, MLB, hockey, whatever, man. It is 100% FanDuel for your bets for like a home run, anytime touchdown, anytime goal scorer. Always go to FanDuel, guys. All right, let's keep it moving. We got the Canucks playing the Wild. We got the Canucks rolling in. I believe we're in Minnesota tonight, or are we in Vancouver?
We're in Minnesota.
Yeah, we're in Minnesota. The price kind of threw me off a little bit. The Wild's at a minus 142. Not quite sure why. The Canucks are at a plus 120. The total is at a 5.5. Slightly favored to the under at a minus 112. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I love this price. First of all, the Wild opened up at an even better price at a minus 125. So people must have seen it the same way I did and was like, holy shit, we're getting the Wild at a really good price. Let's hop on it. Um, I mean, I'm sorry. I gotta go, man. If it's a trap, bring a big fucking net, man. I like the Wild here. I like this team a lot this year, Banana. They were really good to me in the beginning of the season, man. Then I told you I kind of fell off a little bit of betting hockey because college basketball came around. But I'm telling you, the Wild left off with me on a really good note, bro. I like this team a lot, bro. Kaprizov is a savage, an absolute savage. The Canucks just aren't. They don't. The Canucks don't have the offense to keep up, I think, with the Wild. That's my whole thing. And on top of it, the Wild bring this intense defense as well that people really don't talk about enough. I like this Wild team, man, and you put them at home, they're even more dangerous. We are getting an excellent price. I'm not sure why, but I really do. I really do like the Wild a lot here, man. Maybe I've been out of the hockey game too long, but seeing the Wild at home at this price just lights up my eyes. Banana, what you got?
Oh, I remember the last time these guys played. The final score was 10-7.
Jesus Christ.
Yep, and that was a 10-7 game where Minnesota actually came back in the third period, down 5-3. So yeah, I mean, we're probably not going to see that again. Um, Obviously, it's a new year, so this
Hey,
is
you got Gustavsson in net tonight.
yep, and he's been great.
He has been.
But I mean, this Wild team, just to start off with, I mean, they're up there with the Jets, tied with the Jets for the lead in the Central Division, a spot where a lot of people didn't really perceive them to be. They're only allowing 2.33 goals per game. That's only 56 in 24 games played. So they're well structured under their coach John Haynes, who actually was the ex-head coach of the Predators, and now look where they are, bottom of the league.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, Gustafson's been great, like we mentioned. He has a .929 save percentage, and has been the backstop for this team for several of their critical wins that they've achieved. Offensively, though, the Wild are averaging 3.21 goals per game. That's 11th in the NHL. Obviously, Kirill Kaprizov is driving that attack. This kid is absolutely lighting it up. He's got 38 points through 23 games, and that's with a plus 18 rating, too. So he's been great defensively. For the Canucks, I mean, this is a team that's kind of emerged as like one of the most exciting road teams, especially with what we just seen with their goaltender achieving the record of being the first goalie to win their first 10 road games to start the season. Um, this is a team that's been kind of powered by their dynamic offense. It's 3.3 goals per game, seventh in the NHL, and that's led by Quinn Hughes, who has 5 goals, 23 assists. So I think he's only the only other defenseman besides Cale Makar to have like 25 plus points. Um, and then on the other side too, you got Connor Garland on the offense there. He's kind of having a career resurgence. He already has 8 goals, um, and he's only ever had 22 in 2019, 2020 as his career best. So like he's on pace for like crushing that number. Vancouver's defensive game has been a little bit more inconsistent. They're allowing 3.17 goals per game, but like I mentioned, Kevin Lankin has been solid tonight. It's expected for him to be in net, so I really do think that there's a good chance that we see him, just being that he broke the record. It's the last road game before they head home. They've played so many road games. Like um, this is a team that's gone 6-4-0 in their last 10 games. Um, the Canucks, that is. But they're coming off that mediocre like 5-4 win in overtime against Detroit. They probably should have beat Detroit within regulation in that one. But this will be their 6th game on the road, and this is going to be Minnesota's 3rd game in a row at home. So, I mean, two teams that are kind of on opposite sides of the travel talk. And then when we're talking about these guys as special teams, I mean, shit, like it's going to be kind of like Vancouver's strong power play versus uh, Minnesota's like strong penalty kill. Like it's both these teams kind of like average out in the middle. I mean, you got a 13th ranked power play on Vancouver, a 18th ranked power play on Minnesota that's separated by only like 2%. And then you have like an 80% penalty kill and a 73% penalty kill. So, um, obviously the glaring weakness is going to be whatever team can provide more on the power play, right? So these teams are going to be looking to stay out of the box. Obviously, some players to look at tonight. I'd probably go with Kirill Kaprizov, like we mentioned. He's averaging over 1.5 points per game this season. He's been absolutely insane. He's always creating chances in the tight spaces. He's going to be an absolute challenge for Vancouver tonight. And then on the other side, Brock Besser, Minnesota native. He'll be playing at home tonight in front of probably a lot of family and a lot of friends. So, this has been a great season for him. Uh, he's been pretty solid. He's got also 3 goals and 7 assists in 16 games against the Wild. And he has 6 of those points inside Excel Energy Center. So,
Mm.
just a player that I think most people should want to take a look at.
I love that, man. I love the Browers look, man. I think that is a great one, bro. And obviously, as you said, Kaprizov is another one that is on my list. We're getting a plus 105 for him tonight for an anytime goal. Last 4 out of his last 5 home games against the Canucks, my man has found the back of the net. So I love Kaprizov tonight. The Browers look is an absolute great look as well.
That's
Um,
Brock Besser, by the way.
Bresser, my bad. Who was I saying? Bowser's or who was I saying?
I have no idea what you're saying, bro.
Neither do I, bro. Neither do I. Um, Thinking of that fucking dragon from Mario, or the dinosaur from Mario, Bowser. All right. Let's see. We got
Last
three.
2 games.
Yeah, last 2 games we got the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Flames. So this is tough. I love this Blue Jackets team, bro. If you guys were with us in the beginning of the year when hockey really kicked off and we were covering it every day, I told you guys to watch out for this Columbus team. I had no idea the Flames were going to be the way they are. Obviously, I thought this was a rebuild year for the Flames, but they have just kind of proven me wrong every chance they had. So you got the Flames tonight at a minus 135. You got the Columbus Blue Jackets at a plus 114. You got a total of 6.5 here. Favorite to the under at a minus 115. Looks like we have let me see. It looks like Elvis is confirmed for the Columbus and Vladar is confirmed. So we got 2 confirmed goalies. I guess I lean Vladar here as the better goalie in this situation for the Flames. The Flames are at home at a minus 135. I like the price. Um do I necessarily feel comfortable fading the Columbus Blue Jackets here? Not really, but we did see the Flames. So they're on a 4 game road trip right now, aren't they, Banana? Or did they just come home from their road trip? They're just coming home from their road trip, I think. Is this
Yeah,
their first game back?
first game back home.
Okay, there. All right. So it's their first game back home, and it looks like they've been playing pretty well at home. Um, I mean, I don't know. What do you got for this one, Banana? I'm really biased on this one. I like the Columbus Blue Jackets, but I feel like we're getting a really good price for the Flames.
Yeah, I think we're getting a really good price for the Flames too, and I think this is mainly the reason. Actually, it's kind of been moving all day. It's kind of moving more in favor of the Flames. Actually, I guess not. It opened at minus 135. It's at minus 135. Um, okay, disregard that. But what I will say about these two teams is they did just play each other. These two teams literally just played each other, and Columbus actually won that game. I was on Calgary and Columbus over, I'm pretty sure. Um, and yeah, so this is a team that just lost to Columbus. Now they're coming back home. On the road trip, they were 0-4. So like they just completely stunk it up on the road this week, or last week. They're also 9-3 at home this year. Like really good at home. So
Yeah, they have a
we
really
might
good
have
home
a pretty
record.
good home away split team with the Flames this year. I know if you remember me last year, if you've tuned into like what I've been doing over the last few years here on Twitter, Um, I've always been a big advocate against the Flames.
Fuck the Flames.
I absolutely hate the Flames. I made a lot of money fading them last year, the year before, but this year I've really held off, and I've actually been betting the Flames a lot more than I'd like to.
You're smart.
Um, but you know, I've kind of been doing it unsenselessly. Like I don't really know why. I'm just kind of doing it, but I think this is the reason why. I think we found a formula with this team for this year. I think it's fuck the Flames on the road, and I think it's fuck yeah the Flames at home
Yeah, I agree.
because they're just showing that they can play in front of their own fans this year. I know that they've had some coaching struggles, locker room issues over the last whatever, but like I don't know. Eventually, a team's kind of got to get off the schneid and you know finally start producing on the ice. But when you look at their stats, it's kind of hard to back them because like they're 27th in goals this year with only 63. Their goal differential is -10. That's 21st in the NHL, and their PK percentage is 30th. Like they don't kill the penalties off. So I'm just oh, and their power play 19.7%, 17th in the NHL. Like the numbers aren't screaming like this team's going to be good. I think they're going to kind of have a point in the season where they fall off, but we got to ride the success while we see it. Obviously, this is also a big revenge game coming home after just losing to these guys. Um, but I will speak a little bit about the Blue Jackets stats here too. Their power play percentage is 21st in the NHL. It's 18%. PKs 74%, 26 in the NHL, and their goal differential is +2, which is 14th in the NHL. So like the numbers aren't too far different from these two teams. They're really similar. Their play styles are just completely different. So tonight we're also seeing in net Dan Vladar and Elvis Merzlikins. Um, I want to say, yeah, Dan Vladar did not play that game against Columbus. It was Dustin Wolf. So a little bit of a goalie change here, maybe to spark some momentum. Maybe they kind of had this all planned out from the beginning, looking ahead of the schedule. So I am on Calgary here. Pains me to say it, but I really like the -130 price on them today.
Yeah, I think it's a great price. I'm with you. I am
I
absolutely
also
with you.
I also want
Right.
to mention a player prop that I really like tonight. Obviously, I told you guys that I'm on Calgary, but this player is on Columbus, and it's Sean Monahan. I mean, he's literally playing in Calgary. That's where Johnny Gaudreau had most of his success. Obviously his best friend. So if
R.I.P.
you guys all know the story there. So I think there could be kind of like a hockey god moment where they let him shine tonight, and maybe he gets on the board with a goal. So Sean Monahan for the Blue Jackets. And if I wanted to give you guys a player on the Flames, it's actually going to be a defenseman for a goal, which is really good odds usually. But Rasmus Anderson, I mean, I think he's leading the team in points right now too. So um, just really like what they're doing back there. I feel like a lot of Calgary's goals have been generated from their blue line, like just shots from the point that just go in. They get bodies in front, they open up the lanes for shooting, and that's what's working for them. So if they do that tonight, I think they're going to win against Columbus.
I love it. Like I said, I'm on the Flames with you as well, and it pains me to go against Columbus. Just because I love this team so much. I'm actually on two different guys here. I thought you were going to say Kent Johnson. I really did. But I'm on Werneski tonight. I like him for an assist or a point. And for the Flames, give me Uyghur, man. Uh, he's been actually all over the place. Like this guy is he's all over, bro. Like he's in a little bit of everything with this Flames team this year. So he's been actually pretty electric. So I'm going to be backing them two tonight here. I know they're like more of the upfront guys. Like they don't have nearly as good as price. As some of the other guys, but it's for good reason. It's because these guys are all over the ice. All right, we got one last game, man. And it's a pretty big one. We got the Vegas Golden Knights at home taking the Edmonton Oilers on. You guys know I have a very, very strict rule in the NHL, and it is just so simple. You do not fade Vegas at home. That is my rule, and I won't. I don't care who they're playing. I will not fade Vegas at home. On the road, absolutely. I'll fade Vegas all day on the road, or I just won't bet them. And I understand that lately the Golden Knights have struggled to really do anything. They have not really, you know, they really have not shown us that that should be the case anymore. Maybe we should fall off of Vegas a little bit, but that's what I like. I think everyone has jumped off the Vegas train. I think this is where they could make a bit of a statement. The question is, are they going to be able to slow down Edmonton? And I think they will. I think they will. Like, we can't forget how good this Vegas defense really is. This is going to be a big game tonight, man. Vegas is going to be out tonight. This arena is going to be jumping for this game. I think Vegas is going to be just fine. I think they are in a bit of a slump, but I think down the road, all this is going to be nothing, man. I think Edmonton's, a little bit overvalued here, quite honestly. To be favored on the road, man, I just think we're getting way, way too good of a price to be passing up Vegas at home here. I have a feeling you're probably going to be on the other side of this one, Banana. But I like Vegas at home, man. I just can't go against it. I love the price. I think Edmonton is just a little bit overpriced here, man.
Yeah, I don't really love the price on Edmonton, um, but I do lean Edmonton. I think they've kind of kicked up the pace. Slow start, notorious for this team. Seems like they do it every year, but um, they've kind of figured things out. I mean, I'm looking at their last few starts here, and like going back to like November 19th, they won against Ottawa 5-2. They lost to Minnesota 5-3. I think that was an empty net goal though. Um, Beat the Rangers 6-2. Beat Utah 4-3. Beat Colorado in Colorado 4-1. So, I mean, on this little road trip they've been on since the 29th, they're 2-0, and they actually got that win against Utah 4-3 with Calvin Pickard in that. So, a goalie that I absolutely fade with my life. So, with Skinner in net, he's been a little bit shaky too, but I mean, he seems to get the job done for this Edmonton team. Uh, you got to remember these are two teams that like will be fighting in the playoffs at some point too. So like this should be a good matchup. I could see goals from both sides. I could see the over 5.5. It's more of a parlay piece at -175, but um, maybe parlay that with like a first period over. Maybe they come early, then maybe they come often. So I think these two teams definitely get up for this game. I just don't really have a bet for you guys. It's one of those games where you don't really know what's going to happen. Like if Edmonton shows up, they should win this game based on the fact that like this Vegas team just got shit pumped 6-0 by Utah. So maybe but then on the other side of the coin, it's like maybe they, you know, get shit together after losing 6-0.
Right.
So it's one of those games where I'm kind of torn on both sides. That's making me not want to bet it.
No, I'm not mad at you, man. I completely
But I
understand,
do lean
bro.
Edmonton.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I mean, I get it. I completely get it, man. All right, Banana, that was the last game, man. It's almost 7 o'clock. Let's get these people up out of here, man. This was a great show, man. We had over 80 people in here. We
Hell
got
yeah.
70 in here right now. I mean, great hockey space, man. Really, really excited to see everyone join. Seeing this big of a turnout, man, makes me think that maybe we should start doing these a little more, especially on the bigger slates like this, Banana. All right, I want to give you guys something a little. I want to win you guys money, but we've really ran down that slate pretty well. I want to give you guys a lotto tonight, man. So I'm gonna let Banana go first, and then I'm gonna give you guys my lotto that I have tonight for you guys in hockey. It's a little bit of a mix. We got assists and goal scorers mixed together, but I put something pretty well together. I've been writing it down the entire show. So Banana, if you got a best bet, man, I would love to hear it.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with the one play that I just don't really see why the odds are where they are at, and that's gonna be with Zachary Bolduc. Increased role on this team now under Jim Montgomery, and he's plus 750 for a goal. I know you have to score that against Connor Helbichuk, but like I said, I just feel like it might be one of those games for Winnipeg. Maybe they're just caught in a slump right now. Even if they do win this game, like betting on Zachary Bolduc at plus 750 just kind of seems like a no-brainer for me. So I did sprinkle that tonight. It's honestly a point 0.1 unit play, so it's literally $10, $10 or less.
I love it, bro. I love it. I got to go look for it, so I'm gonna try to
On
find it.
on FanDuel, if you bet $10 on Zachary Bolduc, you'll win 700 or sorry, 750, 75 bucks back.
I love it, man.
Yeah,
I
I
love it.
accidentally put in 100, so yeah,
All
and
right.
play.
All right. So I got you guys right here. It's a four-leg parlay. It's a four-leg parlay here. We're gonna go with Sidney Crosby anytime goal plus 170. Miko Rantanen anytime goal plus 110. Then we are going to the Canadians game, where we are. I'm a little nervous about this one, but Banana got me leaning on the Canadians. And if the Canadians are going to show up, then Cole Caulfield is going to show up. So give me a Cole Caulfield anytime goal. And then our last one, I took the assist out. We're doing all goal scorers. The last one has to be Banana. What do you think, man? It is either going to be between Kaprizov, right? It's either going to be Kaprizov or it's going to be on I was honestly thinking Connor. I mean Kyle Connor. I'm a little nervous on the Blues and Jets game. I think I'm leaning Kaprizov. What do you think? You're muted, Banana.
I think that
No, there you go. You're good.
yeah, I think that you would want to target Kaprizov. Just
I thought so.
yeah, I just Vancouver's in a worse spot positionally on this road trip. Last game before they head back home. Um, the Wild have been playing really solid, and that's really been because of the forefront of Kaprizov. So he is definitely a little bit higher ranked than I would put Kyle Connor.
All right, I love it, man. So we got Sidney Crosby plus 170, Miko Rantanen plus 110, Cole Caulfield plus 155, and Kaprizov plus 105. It comes out to a straight bet of 2,863. I'm personally going to round robin this, but you guys can bet it any way you want. We will keep it updated. I'm about to post it in the Discord. Banana man, tell everyone what you got going on with your VIP and the website that you're writing for, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely check out the write up for today. That's on the Wild and the Canucks game that we just talked about. There's a little bit on Kirill Kaprizov in there. Might just kind of elevate your confidence in betting him tonight. There is no bet really involved with the article. It's just a write up, but you can definitely get my bets all throughout my Discord. It's really simple. All you got to do is just jump on my Twitter page. It's right there. You just join with the link, verify, and then we can get you set up. It's kind of something that I've not really been promoting a lot this year. Been kind of just hitting my bets and just kind of letting people sign up as they please. It's been really successful over the last, I'd say, 3 years I've done this now, and the reason why I keep doing it and the reason why I'm so public with it is because we've been doing well. So there's nothing to hide from. It's been multiple hundreds of units each season. I play the sport. I played the sport. I still play the sport. So, I mean, I understand what's going on in the ice. So, if you want plays in hockey, and that's not just the NHL, that's all around the world, definitely hit me up.
Yep. And Banana, I've been talking hockey with you for years, man. It's been going on almost 3 years now, bro. Believe it or not. So,
In all three
def
years, the Thailanders have been the Thailanders.
yep. Ain't much change on that end. But yeah, man. I mean, Banana is absolutely the best hockey capper that I know that I personally ever met. So, and I always thought that I was really good at hockey, but Banana takes it to a new level, man. Some people are just locked in on their sport, and that is Banana, man. Like you got MMA Locksmith, who is incredibly good at UFC. It's all he does. Like Banana, man. All he does is hockey, man. So if you guys want to really get locked in on the ice, not just NHL, but just around the world too. I mean, Banana's your guy, man. But yeah, man. Maybe I mean with the turnout tonight, man, this was awesome. I appreciate everyone that showed up tonight and supported us on this show. Hopefully, we make you guys some money. Banana gave you guys an awesome goal scorer. We did a parlay. We hit every game. So, Banana Man, I appreciate your time, man. I know you're not getting paid to do this, so your time is definitely valuable, man. And I appreciate you coming on and talking hockey with me, man.
Yeah, man, always a good time.
Yes, sir. All right. We'll try to do this again, man. Next time we get a big hockey slate like this, we're definitely going to get on here and do another show, guys. These hockey shows are always probably going to be probably around this time. Well, not this time, but probably around 5:30, 6 o'clock, somewhere around there is probably when these shows will be. So make sure you guys are following me, a Banana Man. If you're not, and keep your reminders set. We will be doing these more often. We'll try to. Again, check out Banana Man. Check out his articles. Check out his Discord, man. Very knowledgeable guy, man. And again, Banana, thank you for coming on, man. And everybody, I'll see you guys. I actually got a space I got to do at 8 o'clock tonight with Wolf Sports. So I'm obligated to do those. I'm super excited about it. They've been awesome spaces. So if you guys want to come check it out, 8 o'clock, I will be. I'm actually not a co-host tonight, but I will be in there speaking. So if you guys want to come to the Wolf Sports Space tonight, we basically do a deep dive in the NFL, talk about what happened in this week, what we're expecting to happen next week, probably some playoff talk. So if you guys want to come listen to some NFL talk, man. 8 o'clock, Wolf Sports. I'll be in there. You can find it on my timeline. But other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for another plug talk. Banana, have a good night, man. We'll definitely keep you guys posted on the goal scorers. I know me and Banana will probably be back and forth in each other's DMs. So yeah, man. You guys have a great night. Banana, thank you, man. And